Do, 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 do. All right, we got sound. My editing software and I are not getting along today, so you get me live today. I'm sorry, it was not part of the plan. Just a little reminder tonight we are talking about the second to last episode of season 2 tonight, episode 12 with Kathy, Diane, and Cynthia. We'll be sending out those links as soon as I am done today. We're going to be chatting about that 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. As for this video, I have a couple of things here, including a very important birthday. Once again, I want to say thank you to Kathy for keeping me up on quite a few things. She actually did have a message for me today. Actually, she put it out earlier, but busy weekend. But went to let us know that Total Wine, she checked it out to see if they had the vodka in stock. Not yet. Not the one she was at. So we are going to be doing a, I guess, vodka watch and let us know when, if at all soon, we'll be able to just, walk into a store if you happen to live by a Total Wine or one of the carriers of Sam's liqueurs. When we'll be able to go and, like, buy it without ordering it. That would be really cool and convenient for me because I always have to order it because no place in Indiana carries it. However, as I'll be going to Michigan in another 2 weeks, I might pick something up if it's available. But no, let's get started on some fun stuff. A very important birthday today to share, to celebrate, and that is going to be Diana Gabaldon. Yay! Although her birthday isn't today, it was the 11th. But continuing the fact that just the coolest people are born in January. And the fact that my cold's still not all the way gone. Anyway, Batgirl Fangirl shared this one. There were so many different ones, but I thought I'd best be consistent. And this is fun because there's Batgirl Fangirl. If you're wondering what she looks like, so cool that I got to meet her a couple times. She says, a happy birthday to herself, Diana Gabaldon. I hope you enjoy your celebration. Kolabeth Sonagut. And very cool, very, very cool. I get to meet Diana next month, too. All right. That's neither here nor there, but I will try to have some videos, pictures, fun stuff to share when we collectively, it'll be my mother, myself, and Miss Melissa, who you guys may know from some of the lives. We're going to be going to North Carolina, and there's a 250-year celebration of liberty there. We're going to see Diana. Yay. So anyway, that's enough about me. But a very happy birthday to Diana. I hope she did something fun yesterday. And I will see if she puts out a post. She may have put out a post, but I just wanted to do the happy birthdayness of it. For now, we also have a fun behind the scenes picture here. Point Blank 1959 shares this. It is Sam with Paul Donnelly waiting for a take in Outlander season 5 behind the scenes. Funny that Sam is made a king again by the cartoon character on the wall. Paul Donnelly's Instagram is where this was gotten, and Sandy Hillgrove's, the name is in there for a reason. Check this out, though. See, we've got, is that Doug? I don't know who that is. That's not Doug, but it's a well-known character that I probably ought to be able to name, and I can't. But he's got his fingers up, and it makes Sam here a king. He's got a crown of cartoon fingers right above his head, which I guess is better than bunny ears, right? No, I don't know. We got more here, though. A little something from Caitriona. Outlander stars and Caitriona Balfe shares this. And I wanted to share this because it is so cool. She got a thing from Brilliantly Balfe. We love Brilliantly Balfe here. Always sharing great stuff about our leading lady. We love it. And she got to have a something from her read by Caitriona. Is that just not the coolest thing? So I'm going to see if I can get this geared up and ready to go.
Brilliantly Balfe, great handle. Claire Fraser is my hero, always and forever. She epitomizes bravery, strength, passion, resilience, and strong resolve to fight for what is right and true. I love her so. Well, ditto. Claire has inspired me more than any other fictional character.
Now, of course, I throw music back there. She's reading a bunch of really cool, like, thank you for playing, Claire, Caitriona, kind of stuff. This was as she has given me the courage and strength to speak up for myself and things I believe into. I believe in. She's changed my life. Thank you, Caitriona. Well, she's changed, and she says she's changed her life too, which we know. Now I'm gonna try to include this link below so you can see the whole thing. I'm gonna end up having to go back, and YouTube's gonna yell at me, and I'm gonna have to try to clear out the music. It's always fun, but that is just so cool. Brilliantly Balfe always brings us really great throwbacks and current information about Caitriona, and I just think it is fantastic, magnificent that Caitriona read one of her statements to her on the video. I just love it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. So, got to keep celebrating each other when cool stuff happens. Caitlin O'Ryan and Spit Nights shares this one. It says, I'm going to be performing my little poems in my favorite venue, a roundhouse house LDN with Spit Nights. And as you can see, I'm super happy about it. Now, I saw like a bunch of her stuff is just sold out. It's just gone. But there may be some tickets left for this performance. It takes place tomorrow. Oh, no, not tomorrow. 13/4/2020. That's not right. No matter how you read that. 4, that would be until March. Okay. Tickets on sale, I see, on 16th of January. So this one is not sold out yet. If you're going to be in the area in March, haven't caught Caitlin yet and want to, that might be your chance. So that is, so join the WhatsApp broadcast channel to be the first to know when tickets are live. Alrighty. Well, generally I stick to here. Can I say I don't really WhatsApp, but I'll do my best to keep us informed so that if you want to check out Caitlin live doing some of her poetry, you can, because the woman is fantastic. I cannot get over how talented she is. Hi, Suzanne. How you doing? I know I kind of came up on everything surprisingly today because my my editing software and I were not getting along today, and rather than not do anything, we get an extra live this week. Not intentional. She's a wreck, or she's a recording, but she's a wreck on here, and Lauren Lyle share. She's a wreck, season 3. Let's go. And so you know what? I needed a link, and there's no link here, so we can see or hear it. But I will keep an eye out, and maybe actually get a chance to hear what she said. Looks like a podcast. Looks like a very nice setup podcast. Way better than my setup here. You should see the rest of my space right now, especially after being sick and trying to catch up on things. I got stuff I need to pack and unpack, like a dual pile over on this side, and my laundry over here. Actually, that area, it's not bad. It's fairly organized. I'm kind of proud. But the rest of it is kind of scary. So this is why you only get to see the only kind of cluttered collection area. Because the rest of it's just always in a state of flux of insanity. All right, so cool one here. Point Blank 1959 shared this one. It's details of Caitriona Balfe's casting, where writer, producer, and showrunner Tony Graffia seems to have, is it Graffia or Graffia? I would say Graffia, but it seems to have had a big role and credit to owner. So I am going to read this because it's very cool. It says, Diana has written that scene and she showed it to a few of us to be revealed, to which Caitriona Balfe exclaimed, "Oh, really?" Balfe may have been, sorry. This is why I would have preferred editing. I still got tickle in my throat. Balfe may have been teasing about the ghost scene pages, but there was one true revelation for her during the night. The truth about how the producers found her. When she's asked where she was in her career for 4 years ago when she first auditioned for Outlander, and obviously it's been more than 4 years now, so this is an older article. But Balfe laughs ruefully. Well, I didn't have a career. I was struggling, jobbing actor in Los Angeles. I had bits and pieces of jobs every now and then, but I was going through a particularly dry spell. You get sent these auditions through your manager, and a lot of the time you put yourself on tape and you send it off, and generally you never hear anything back. That was true of the first Outlander tape she sent in. For that audition, she had been given a 2-line description of the character. I didn't even know it was a series of books, Balfe admits. It was a nurse from the 40s. She's confident and she does something. So really, you have nothing to go on. 1 second. When no words came, Balfe said, Balfe says, I was just like, well, that's just another one. But a resourceful UK agent thought she should give it another go and got his hands on a more extensive breakdown of the part and an extra scene. I retaped my audition, and that got sent off. And I think Tony Graffia was trolling through tapes and came across mine at the last minute. All right, good information. More to come. Here we go. But executive producer Tony Graffia interrupts Balfe with a completely different story of how it happened. Actually, we didn't come across the tapes, Graffia says, and shared for the first time how the actress, who had never done television prior to Outlander, came to her attention. Maybe it's the first time anyone's heard this story, Graffia says. I'd been up all night Googling things like undiscovered acting gems in the UK. Yeah, I put that out there. You were being interviewed about a web series you'd done or something. It was a personal interview, and I was just watching you naturally, who you are as Caitriona. I went, oh my God, I think that's Claire. I knew it was risky, but I sent it to Meryl, and she said we should look at this girl. And they told me she sent in a couple of tapes. You know, you didn't have a lot of credits at the time, but we went back and looked at them and thought, wow, she's pretty good. Adds Graffia. We got really lucky because you were the perfect Claire. I can't imagine anyone else doing it. And if that doesn't just sum up like the perfect compilation of strange moments to give us Claire, who is, let's put it plainly, has gone through a strange compilation of moments herself. I think that's a better story, quite frankly. To be like, well, she kind of got looked over, and then just somebody came across something, and oh my goodness, wouldn't she be good, maybe? I think that's really great. I love these stories, and I love the connections between producers, writers, and the actors, how you might find sometimes that a writer really enjoys a certain actor's work, and so they will write a part specific for that actor just to get them on the show. And this is like the opposite. They had this perfect character written, and it was just trying to find the right fit. And her natural personality, Caitriona's natural personality, is what gets her the part. Not her ability to act like Claire, but that she already kind of carries herself in that manner. And represents herself in the manner in which they envisioned Claire. So I love that. I think that is beautiful. And that's really neat when we get a little extra behind the scenes, more than we really generally consider as part of the story of how we got Claire or any of the other actors, let's face it. And then I have this really fun thing here. Food 52 and Sam Hune share this. It says, introducing Situation Sips. Spin the wheel, land on a scenario, match it with a perfect drink. This round, Sam Hune pours a French 75. I think I put in the wrong thing. French 75. Comment cheers, and we'll send you the recipe. Now, if you're watching this video, odds are you have an entire book of cocktail recipes, so you don't really need them to send it. So I'm not going to really worry about you getting this link, but they were so nice and didn't put music behind this one. So guess what? I get to play the whole thing, and we get to hear Sam describe the situation and pour the perfect drink. I say we do that.
And I'm here at Food 52, and we're going to be partaking in some situation sips. Number one. Here we go, I'm excited. Meeting your new sibling after getting surprise DNA test results. You got a new family member. Well, you're going to need something really strong to break the ice, and also something slightly celebratory. I'm thinking something with bubbles. I know just the cocktail for you. It is a classic, the French 75. This is a classic named after an artillery gun because it's strong. Knock your socks off, and your new family member, you guys are going to get to know each other really well. We're going to need 2 ounces of a fantastic gin. This is a Sassenach gin, all the botanicals from the southwest of Scotland. Then we're going to need some simple syrup. We're going to do an ounce of this. And then finally, some freshly squeezed lemon. Oh, I'm gonna use this cool thing. Oh, look at that. That's incredible. Exactly an ounce of your lemon juice, big cubes of ice. Give that a good shake. I mean, you're nervous. You've just met your new sibling, your family now. So as a celebration, we're gonna top up with some champagne again. This is Prosecco. Who's judging? I would normally garnish this, but we need to get this party started, so cheers. Oh, that's delicious. Cheers, Slanja. Thank you, Food 52. And remember, the Cocktail Diaries is out now with all these amazing cocktails. Give it a whirl. Hi, I'm Sam Hew, and I'm here at Food 52, and we're...
Do you know what? I never thought to ask why it's called the French 75. It's strong, like apparently a piece of weaponry. Okay then. And I like that it was all like overfilled. It was so filled, it's just drippy. And quite frankly, if I were in that situation, I probably need a strong drink and a lot of it. Cause, dude. All right. Also, I thought he said something about nude. a new family member. I thought he said a nude family member. Which is a whole different drink. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much, Sam, for demonstrating how to make a French 75. And of course, reminding us that we do have the ability to get an entire book of cocktail recipes with fantastic stories just from you. And I think pretty much everybody who can hear this has their copy. So yay. If you don't, let me know. So let's see here. That's all I had for. Usually, like by Monday, there's like tons and tons and tons of stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how to fit it all into one video, or do I split it in two? It's a very quiet weekend. It's still the beginning of the year, and I think people are kind of chill and relaxed, and like no big things are happening right now that we haven't covered it. I mean, we know who's coming to LandCon USA. We got Stephen Cree, we got David Barry, we got Charles Friendvert. And I will say that the second wave, it's already sold out. So I don't know if they've announced a third wave. I don't believe so. But I mean, if they come up with more tickets, I will do my best to let you know. What do I have here? I have something trying to...
She does what she wants, and she looks cool doing it.
Okay. Sorry. Advertisements of stuff. All right, guys. So that's everything I have. I hope this helps you give yourself a good start, a very happy Monday to everybody. I would have said that at the beginning, but quite frankly, I was doing this on the fly. It's 11:47, and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get this edited. My editing software was against me today. I don't know if there was an update between my system or that. I will figure it out and we'll be all good by Wednesday. But there just wasn't enough time to make sure I could get this done and out by 1. So I was like, let's see if I can throw this together and go live. And literally, I had everything set up on YouTube and finished just as my little alarm went off to tell me it was 12 o'clock. So it was like, and we're done. And now we're going. So I appreciate that not everybody who would normally show up for my lives could come. Don't feel bad. This was very impromptu and unplanned. So hopefully you got some good information, though, watching this on the redo. Very happy Monday again to Suzanne, to Cynthia, of course, hi, and of course to Vida. Hi, Vida. Everybody's saying howdy to me. I appreciate that. I appreciate you popping by, especially when this was not announced. This was not a plan. A lot of my life is not planned, though, let's face it. But this was not a plan. Now, Kathy, Diane, Cynthia, I will see you tonight. And I will be sending out that link here in just a little bit to talk about episode 12. I cannot believe that we are this close to the end of season 2 already. We episode 12, and then next week we'll do episode 13. And then we don't have anything to talk about until season 8 comes out. And yes, I have been getting the requests. No, I do not have the list finished, but I will have it done here probably by the end of this week. I'm trying to space it out so everybody gets a kind of fair number, and we're sort of guessing what the titles are, but not really knowing what's going to happen. I always feel bad because I know some people want to talk about specific things a lot, and I don't know for sure when those things are going to happen. So it's a whole lot of guessing and hoping and crossing my fingers and hoping that those of you who have come and had chats with me about each of these episodes aren't disappointed with the episodes you are put on. Because I do appreciate it, and I want to show that appreciation by giving you good stuff to chat about. Now, don't forget, we are going to be talking about The Fifth Element on Wednesday. Again, if you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you're sending your email to Katie at Katie's Corner in Space. Why are we talking about The Fifth Element? Because it's a new beginnings kind of a thing. I like new beginnings. We are going to talk about something a little sadder the week after that. Let's see here. Yeah, the week after that, we're going to be doing a movie called White Bird, and it is a wonder story which can be found on Stars. Even if you don't want to talk about it, I highly recommend you go watch it. It is I'm going to have Shirley watch it. It is an age-appropriate movie about a young girl in hiding during World War II as a Jewish female who doesn't know what happened to her family, doesn't know what happens to her neighbors, doesn't know what's going on with anybody, and is shown immense cruelty by people who she had thought of as friends. It is a really heartfelt, heartwarming, and heartbreaking show. So yeah, it's a movie. It's less than 2 hours long. Definitely worth the watch. I again highly recommend it. I generally do. I almost always, my kids would watch Schindler's List by the time they were 13, because we do have Jewish bloodline in my family. And so I want them to understand that their own family members, this is what happened to them, their own ancestors. And with what is going on in today's atmosphere in the United States, what a perfect time to compare what people see and do, and how they make the decisions on how they treat each other, all of humanity, the entire human race. At any rate, this one again is an age-appropriate version. It isn't it isn't crazy gory. It's not explicit, but you still get a really good story, and an honest story. So I highly recommend it. Again, it's called White Bird, A Wonder Story, I believe, and it is found on Stars through Prime is how I'm getting it, but Stars. So there you go. All right, guys. I hope that didn't depress anybody, but this is Monday. A brand new start to our week. I hope you have a very happy Monday. I hope this video did cheer you up until I got all depressing and real. And then, just have a great Monday. I don't know how the weather is where you are, but you know, my rule, stay warm, stay safe, try to stay healthy as best you can. My mother said something to me yesterday when I was visiting her that she thinks that we might have gotten long COVID and didn't realize it because we're all watching out for the flu. Now, I hadn't gotten COVID at all yet, so I have no idea if I did or not, but it's taken me a really long time to get over this really awful cold / the flu. So it's very possible that I've been trying to work through COVID and coming here and doing this as often as possible. Go me. I'm patting myself on the back. And don't forget, if you are in the Michigan area, especially Lansing area, and you'd like to get together, I'm going to figure out, I think on the 27th, which is my birthday, I'm gonna go out for a meal, and I'm gonna find a good place to go. I was thinking like a good barbecue place. Either that or like a good buffet with multiple choices. I'll take a Golden Corral. At any rate, and if you're in the area and you'd like to meet me up for my birthday, let me know. Let me know somehow. I'm gonna go on the comments because I will read through them, and I will be more specific and contact anybody who'd like to join me. I think Cynthia, I'm gonna at least be visiting her. But if you're out and about and you'd like to join me for a birthday meal, say around 6-ish. Maybe 5-ish, depending on how you feel. I'm telling you how I feel. It's my birthday. Let me know. I don't have a problem with that. I'm decided to do my own thing. 51 years old. I'm going to do my own thing for my own birthday. I'm going to get away from the family. Going to relax. Going to go. I found a place where I'm going to keep babbling, so I apologize. Real quickly, I found a place that has a free art thing I can go look at, and it's sort of a natural history thing I can go look at, and those are the two things I would really love to get a kick out. I would get a kick out of doing. So, anyway, more on that later. I'm done talking. I need to stop. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for listening to me babble. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you to all of my members. Don't forget, on the 15th, we are going to have a chat. That is this week. On the 15th, we are going to have a chat, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will put those links up at least by Wednesday. And we will have just a random general chat about the world at large, the Outlander, Blood of My Blood, nail polish, any of the things we chat about on here. And of course, there is going to be the chat on Wednesday night as well that everybody's invited to come and watch or be a part of, depending on your feelings about Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for your support, my members. Thank you to those of you who have supported my vehicle or any one-time donations to this channel to kind of help me keep going when times are tough or interesting. And thanks to everybody who shares, likes, views, comments, everybody. I just thanks so much for coming by and listening to me babble. I appreciate it very much. Go have a good rest of your Monday. I'm going to go do some updates and stuff. I think I know what's going on with my editing, but I couldn't, there wasn't enough time to get it all figured out and have the video up on time. So I'm going to go play with that for a minute, go put up my links, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for an actual live that we have planned. All right. Love you all. See you tonight or tomorrow. And be safe out there. If you missed any information last week, don't forget to check the playlist.